Good morning, everyone. I just got here to work. Check this out, dude. No other cars in the parking lot. It's about 7 a.m. Got here early because I haven't uploaded a video all week. So I guess it's time to upload a video. Let's go to work. But yeah, anyways, man. So today, what I want to share and talk to you guys about is this keyboard that they got a couple weeks ago. I know that a lot of people use many different keyboards. Some people like using just the keyboard that comes with your laptop, or a keyboard that comes with your iMac or computer. Some people buy all kinds of keyboards. For me personally, I'm someone who absolutely loves keyboards. I've owned Logitech gaming keyboards, multiple Razer keyboards, gaming keyboards, mechanical keyboards, loud keyboards, quiet keyboards. But this one company actually reached out to me, and I've never heard of them before. And I figured, all right, I might as well check out this keyboard. And I'm not gonna lie, since then, it has absolutely changed my perspective on how important keyboards are when it comes to just your life as someone working in the office, or even when you're at home too. Today, what I want to talk about is the HHKB Professional 2 Pro 2. This is the Happy Hacking Keyboard version 2. Check this out, man. There is no keys on that. Look at that. It's fontless. Is that what we call it, fontless? Because there's nothing on there. Check this out, man. But if you look at that, you can see that there's absolutely no keys on it whatsoever. It is tiny. To give you a better perspective, here is a controller, and that's the keyboard. All right. This is our Entrepreneur magazine. There's the keyboard. It's just a little bit bigger than a magazine, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, so I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about this today. Let me go in the office. I got to go ahead and work. I'm going to go ahead and get some B-roll of myself coding with the keyboard, which I've actually been doing the last couple weeks. If you haven't noticed yet, a lot of people have been asking about it. The review is finally going to be here. Let's start today. Alright guys, what's up YouTube? So just finished eating right now. This is Jesse. Right?
What's up, guys?
But this guy is stalking me, man. Wait, what the heck?
What is up, guys? How's it going? Matthew here.
Stupid, dude. So dumb. Oh my gosh. If you guys know Matthew, he was from one of the videos where he was gonna go to
How's it going, guys?
He was gonna go to what? Boot camp, right?
Yeah, I was thinking about that boot camp.
Did you go?
A lot of things happened, but I did not go to the boot camp.
You didn't go boot camp? Oh, okay, yeah.
Which was a very good choice. Not going to boot camp was one of the best advice I've ever.
Oh really? How come?
Because it turns out I didn't really need it.
You didn't need it? Oh yeah. Really? Are you taught yourself? So you're learning on Treehouse right now, right?
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay, good. Good answer.
I've actually gone through a lot of resources, but Team Treehouse, one of the best, honestly.
Nice. Cool. What? Yeah. So this is Matthew. You can check out his YouTube.
Yeah, my YouTube channel.
Link it, I'll put it in the link description below. Trying to plug in my. Yeah. Is there anything you want to tell anyone, since it's been a while since they've seen you? They see this guy a lot already.
Honestly, guys, I don't have a lot of things to say. It's just that this guy is awesome. I wish you guys could hang out with
I'm not paying him to say this stuff.
But honestly, I love his channel. Keep watching his videos and just check out mine too. You know, you never know.
What? That's why I'm saying this. Okay, cool. So I'll just
see you guys at the transition. You want the transition again?
Sure, let's do it. Wait, that's not me. Alright guys, what is up YouTube? It is the end of the day right now here in the office. I'm kind of by myself again. The developers are literally the only ones left here in the office. So I'm someone who's pretty much used many different kinds of keyboards. For example, right, I went from someone using these, oh my gosh, hold on. These really big keyboards, mechanical, really loud. And I didn't, you know, I used to use this for gaming. It's a really loud keyboard. I realized that this was actually too loud for the office. So I was looking at all these different other products, and then this one company contacted me. Oh shit, I think that's a little bit too close. So this one company contacted me. I remember going on my Discord asking people if anyone's ever heard of this. I remember asking my other friends, and they're like, what do you, like, that's crazy. They contacted you and they wanted you to try it out for free. I'm like, yeah, I mean, they just pretty much just sent me this product, and I'm like, why not receive a free device? So I went from this to this. So check this out. So what I'm using, okay, look at the width of this. Look at that size difference. It is huge, man. Hold on. Sorry, I thought my boss was behind me. I went from this loud sound to this. Check this out. Look at that difference, man. So I'm on Discord like during work, or my girlfriend would message me. You know, you're texting and it's loud during work and it's like distracting, right? And then, like, you know, sometimes I feel like I'm distracting the people around me. I could just code and no one, like, it's not so loud, it's quiet. I don't know, that's just me, okay? I'm a nice guy. It's the Happy Hacking Keyboard Professional 2. So when they sent me this keyboard, the first thing that just kind of blew my mind away was the fact that there are no fonts on here. I think that's what you call fonts. It's fontless. Like, you have fonts here, right? You know where you're typing, but here, what this requires is skill, pure effort, and will to make sure that you can code as best as you can, and you have to know how to type, pretty much, number one. I do use a cheat sheet though. They sent me a picture of where the keys are supposed to be, and if ever I get lost, and I get lost every once in a while, I do use it as well. So thank you, Happy Hacking Keyboard, for sending me that. There's just something about using a keyboard like this when you're coding. It is something about it. It's so funny actually, because when I asked a question from my boss, I needed help, and he's like, Chris, go ahead, let me drive. He went ahead and used my computer. He was gonna type, and he looked at my keyboard, and the first thing he said was, what the heck? He's like, what the, and then my senior developer came by and I asked him for help, and I wanted to see his reaction. Jesse was there too, and he's like, Chris, what the heck is this, dude? What's going on? And then my senior developer was like, this is really fun to use because you're kind of challenging yourself. Coding enough is like tough, and sometimes it could be boring, but a lot of times it's fun and your head hurts. When you're using a keyboard like this, you're just challenging yourself, and it makes it much more fun, which is pretty funny first of all. And I feel like this makes you stand out. That's what I mean. Not in regards to you're a better developer than anyone else, because I'm not, and you're not because of a keyboard. Just, there's something about it, right? So the Happy Hacking Keyboard, they sent this to me 2 weeks ago, and I figured before I make an official video about if I like it or not, I'll try this out for 2 weeks. But first of all, man, look at how light this thing is. Like, it's super light, which I really like about it. One thing that's very distinct about this, yes, is look, but even design as well. If you take a look at this, man, like, all right, stop focusing. Look at how sleek that is, which is really nice. You see that? It's really clean, and you know, some people told me, Chris, this keyboard, like, it looks like it's an old keyboard, and it might look a little old, but I like it a lot. It's something that makes it seem really hip or something like that, right? What I do like about it as well is a natural elevation that it has to it. So for example, the way that this is elevated, let's look at this. Let's get this to focus. It's not something that will strain your wrists. One thing as well is that it does have two USB ports. It does have a USB, I think, type A port. There's also a dip switch right here, right there, where you can actually change these. There's some, you can't see right now, but there are buttons in here. And what's cool about this is that they made it so that if you have a Mac, you change the switches to make it work for Mac. You can change the switches so it works with a Windows computer. You can customize it, which I do like, which is pretty legit. So it also has like two flips right there, so you can elevate it if you want, which is pretty cool. One thing I wanted to mention about this keyboard, I've been coding on this for 2 weeks. The biggest change for me, number one, yes, you don't have the fonts on there, so you don't know where anything is. But one thing that this keyboard doesn't have, which I wish it did, was this. The arrow keys. The arrow keys are so important, and these are huge. When I'm using the terminal, you usually can hit this to go ahead and use the previous command, which isn't that big of a deal, to be quite honest. It's not that big of a deal. Those are the only times that I do miss it. But other than that, for someone who's been using many different keyboards, I've been using this for 2 weeks, I don't use this keyboard anymore. Now, I love it. I like it because it lights up and it looks legit and it's pretty cool. But other than that, man, I don't miss my other keyboards. This is the keyboard I like. Why? It's light. I can bring it anywhere I want. It's extremely light, to be honest. Now, one thing that's big for me when it comes to this keyboard. I was a hardcore professional PC gamer. I was trying to go professional. I played World of Warcraft too many hours. I played Counter-Strike CSGO for 11 years, actually 13 years, I think. I've been playing it for so many years, and so the way I would game, right, when you would game, you know, you have your wrist in a certain position. I feel like I kind of messed up my wrist because of that. And so for me, it was hard for me to find a keyboard where my wrist wouldn't hurt. Sometimes when I would use this keyboard, the keys, look at how far, the distance, how far the keys are from each other are huge. When it comes to this keyboard, because of how it's elevated, but even more than that, look how far the keys are from each other. They're not far from each other whatsoever, but my wrists don't hurt anymore. My wrist used to hurt so much when I used to type, and I remember panicking, wondering like, man, if I get carpal tunnel and I can't type a lot, then what's that gonna do with my future as a developer? What's that gonna do with me as coding? Because if I can't type, then I can't code, right? Which is terrifying, to be honest, as a professional developer. And when I started using this keyboard, the biggest thing for me is that I don't feel that pain anymore, which makes me even that much more comfortable to be willing to let you guys know that I do like this keyboard and I do highly recommend it. Now, this keyboard is expensive. It's not cheap whatsoever. It is $250. Now, I'm someone who invests in the best. This keyboard alone, just $200, which I like because it came with this really nice wrist rest, but this thing is expensive. Now, if you were to ask me, would I pay $250 for a keyboard? The answer is yes. For me, when I really want to take care of myself when it comes to the things I use for work, when it comes to things for this channel, when it comes to my future, etc., I invest in the best. And this is something that I would recommend. This is something that I will stick with. Other than that, I mean, this is a legit keyboard. I love it. It's perfect for coding. It's not too loud. And yeah, I mean, now please note that a keyboard does not determine if you're good at coding or not. It doesn't make you anywhere better or anything less. But I feel like as a programmer, as a professional developer, software developer, a keyboard is something that kind of represents you. People own different cars to represent who they are. You know, some people like to wear different clothes to represent who they are. If you want to represent a developer, you buy my Devs Like shirts in the link description below, right? Or you want to learn code, you go to Treehouse. I represent Treehouse, right? I feel like a keyboard, and now this is just my perspective, but I just feel like a keyboard represents you. It represents who you are. It represents just pretty much how serious you take it. And now if you code with a regular iMac keyboard, I've never thought, and I don't think anything against anyone. For me personally, I feel like a keyboard represents you. And because this keyboard has had such a big impact in the mechanical keyboard industry, I feel like this is something that I would like to use for the many years to come. If something better comes out, I'll use that. But as for now, this is legit. Now, please note that they do have keyboards with fonts on them too. If you want to check it out, just check it out in the link description below. But anyways, if anyone wants to check it out, just to look at it and check out the comments on how people think about it, I'll put the link to Amazon in the description below. And tell me what you think. Does anyone else own this? Does anyone else like this? I think this is amazing. Please let me know your thoughts. If you want to see more pictures of this, it's on my Instagram. Yeah, and I can't wait to keep using this for the future, man. So again, I'll put the link in the description below. I hope you guys like this. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, I don't know how else to end this. Yeah, I don't know how else to end this. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys soon. Dang, I'm out of it, man. Peace.